What is up with it? Today we are going to be watching NCL Italy Week 3, Dofi versus Pluffy. We got the coach versus Giorgio. Giorgio going to be on Purple Luffy. Um, an interesting tech here with the Gum Gum jetpack or whatever it's called, the jump rope. And I don't think we got to see the Dofi deck list, but that's fine. So the coach is going to go ahead and start with Perona on 1. I'm going to assume that means he won the rock, paper, scissors. Okay. And then now we're going to go ahead and get 2 Dawn, and we're going to rest 1 for Law. I think we can probably watch this at 1.5, honestly. Going to go ahead and grab, I believe that was a Sanji. Okay, 3 Dawn, we're going to go ahead and swing 7 and leader effect for a Weevil. You'll love to see it. We're going to go ahead and give a 2 and a 1 because we don't want to be punished too hard by pudding. I'm not sure what they were, to be honest, but we gave a 2 and a 1. I'm going to go ahead and play Bond Clay on 4. This will allow us to swing 6 without having a leader effect, so we can tax the Dofi hand just a little bit. And the Doflamingo is going to go ahead and give up the pudding. Oh, and we are going to go ahead and ramp. Okay, just so we can play down another 1-drop Law. I take it we drew that for turn. Otherwise, no reason to not play it last turn, I don't think. Okay, going to draw for turn. We're on 5 Dawn now. We're going to go ahead and we could potentially swing 7-8 leader skill. Definitely within the realm of possibilities. Our opponent being at 4 life, not too many cards in hand. So they're probably not too upset with all of these swings. We're going to go ahead and bounce the Bond Clay. Honestly, bouncing Bond Clay is one of the last things I care about bouncing versus Purple Luffy. It only gets 1 real swing, and then you get to swing over it with like a Perona. I think there's a genuine argument to be made that it's actually bad to bounce it there. I know that like the Bond Clay is going to get a 2k out of your hand, but there's an argument to be made that you giving up a 2k is worth denying your opponent the 1k. Because ultimately, the longer the game goes, the worse it is for the Doflamingo player, generally. Um, that said, I almost always bounce the Bond Clay if I'm in a situation like this. But again, there is definitely an argument against it. We're going to go ahead and swing 5. This is always getting countered 100% of the time. Yep, we're going to go ahead and give the Sengoku. Oh, we played the Rush Luffy. That makes me feel not great as the Luffy player, but I guess the Doflamingo isn't too wide to punish this. Interesting. Interesting. So we're gonna draw, and then we're still have 4 Dawn left. He gave us 2-1. And we're still rocking the Vanilla Morias. I need to hear from the coach. What's up? What's up, bro? Why are we always rocking the Vanilla Morias? Let me know, Roberto. Because ain't no way you think resting 4 Dawn for this was worth. Well, I actually think Pluffy might be able to stabilize here. Yeah, he gets to stabilize almost for sure. He has 1 active Dawn, he has 2 life. Yeah. I actually think that the Pluffy very likely wins this game, honestly. But we'll see. He still has to find some good stuff. Like, he doesn't... I think that's actually a Zoro, not a Sangoro. I assumed it was a Sangoro. So, he's not out of the woods yet. But being at 2 life here is, like, You're almost never at 2 life here. So you feel really good about that. And the hand isn't even like egregiously small. It's not big, but it's not egregiously small either. Um, but not being able to protect either of our characters this turn feels bad. Okay, we are just jamming Perona. We are jamming Perona. Mm-hmm. So just thinking about our stack, we still have, I believe, 8 Dawn to play with. This should be our 9 Dawn turn, so we're going to go ahead and skill, play out a Boa. Looking at top 3, we already know what these are. We're going to leave them on top. It's possible if, you know, a good portion of the stack was bad. It's always possible that we could have hit this Boa and then um, put the next 3 on bottom if they're cards we didn't want to see. So either Roberto didn't think about that or he feels pretty good about a lot of the cards he's going to draw. Okay, we're going to go ahead and rest 4 for a Law, bouncing itself and bouncing the Zoro. I think that's fairly reasonable here. Our Pluffy player is still on 9 Dawn because they Dawn minused for the Gum Gum Giant. Okay, we're going to go ahead and swing 9 at 6. We'll go ahead and let that die. We'll go ahead and rest 4 for the Zoro. For the Sanji. We'll go ahead and swing 8 into the Weevil. Yeah, you know, I don't feel that great about Dofi's positioning here at all. Still have 1 Dawn up. Very likely not a bluff, I would say. But could be. We're just going to go 7. Leader skill, play out a Jinbei. We are finding these Jinbeis. Okay, we're going to rest 1. Gum Gum, put back 2 Dawn, draw 2. I assume we're going to go ahead and probably swing, you know, 7 or 8 and then play a 4 drop here would be my guess. Doesn't really make sense to jam too large on this swing. But Roberto really thinking about it. So he might be thinking about jamming if he has perfume. We are playing these Peronas all right. You know, some people say, hey, you should put Perona to 3. It's only good on certain turns. You really only want to play it on like 1 or 2 Dawn. After that, you don't really want to play it. Roberto completely disagrees. He is willing to play Perona almost every turn of the game. He was on 10 Dawn. He used 3. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is correct. Okay. Okay, we swung 5 and then played Jozu. Okay. Pretty decent turn, all things considered. Our opponent is going to for sure be able to kill our 2 rested characters. He finds a Nami here a huge percentage of the time, but actually doesn't find it. Kind of nuts. A lot of purple Luffy lists have been cutting down to 3 or even 2 Namis. And these are the sorts of situations you can get in where I actually think that the Nami is super important. He might have it in his hand. I mean, he's seen so much of his deck that it's actually super possible he has it anyways, but no, he doesn't have it. See, I feel like this situation is so much worse for him because he just doesn't have the Nami. I mean, we give up a card here, I would assume. Unless we're happy to take the damage. Oh my god, the mid-roll ad. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I'm not on my main account. Holy. Holy. Alright, it's fine. It won't happen again. Trust. Alright. So are we going to counter? We did decide to counter. And then we're going to go ahead and swing 9 into it. And of course it's going to die this time. An argument to be made that we could have just let it die if we want. Oh, I see the Gum Gum giant in his hand. That's kind of funny. Or pistol, whatever it's called. The Gum Gum pistol in Roberto's hand. Roberto running just an insane list. Just an absolutely crazy list. Go swing 7. How many Gum Gum giants can our opponent find? How many can he find? Enough. The answer is enough. Not sure what we discarded. Could go ahead and swing 7 and leader skill playing Boa. I think we have 6 Dawn left, so I think we're actually going to play the Red Rock. We're swinging 8 now. He gives us 2 2s. I think he only has 2 cards in hand. He's doing it for sure. For sure he's doing it. Yeah. Lamau. Literal Lamau. Also doesn't go to grave, by the way. Goes to bottom of deck, but you're playing a purple deck, so it doesn't matter. I wonder if Roberto watches this game and he's like, yo, the pistol was insane. Like, he watches it and thinks that the pistol's broken. That'd be kind of funny. Oh, the Big Mom. That's actually really strong here. Here, I think we actually just try and take back board. He only has 1 card in hand. I think we should still know the top of our deck. I would just try and take back board because we can go wider easier than they can. But it also depends on the context of our hand and our stack. But if they only have 1 card in hand, we should pretty easily be able to take board a huge percentage of the time. Actually, like, we can guarantee do it. But nope, he's just going to try and put him to 0, which is fair enough. I'm going to play Gecko. Grab back Boa. Boa effect. Yeah, I mean, this would... If you have the Gecko, it makes a lot of sense to just try and put him to 0. Because you're able to go really wide. Unless your Boa misses. That would be the reason you would not be able to do that. Oh, he just knew it was there. He's him. Yeah, and I don't think we bounce anything here. We don't really want to give our Pluffy opponent any options here. I will say I've enjoyed the way Roberto has played this. I think he's played this pretty well. Could also just be a situation of all roads lead to Rome. Okay, we're gonna let that die, and then we're content taking a couple damage. Only thing we super care about here, I think, is another Big Mom, which he has. Oh my goodness. I mean, still, even with the Big Mom, we get to kill a huge percentage of the time, but it's not 100% because Gum Gum is such a crazy card. It's actually not 100% of the time because Gum Gum is so broken. But he's already used 3, right? Surely he doesn't have the 4th. I mean, I think surely you swing 7 with Gecko, right? Maybe I'm tripping. I guess it really depends on if you how much you believe in the 4th Gum Gum or 3rd Gum Gum, whatever number it is. Yeah, 11 is fine. Oh my god, he's actually him. He's actually him. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's so crazy, actually. Um, do we die? How many cards we got in hand? No, we probably don't die, actually. If we don't die and our opponent doesn't have any blockers, or we have Perfume, or they don't have another 9 Mom, this is winnable. Okay. So we've accepted that we have to kill next turn regardless of what happens here. So we're just willing to take any swings he swings at us, I think. Yeah, so he's gonna go 7. I imagine we'll take. Oh, wait, trigger? No. 7, I imagine. Or 8 this time. I imagine we'll take. I think he's actually gonna go for game, is the thing. I think he's gonna. Oh, no, he's not. He's playing Onami. Yeah, he finally drew one. 3 cards in hand. I think he's gone through all 4 Gum Gums, so that's the one nice thing. I think playing it. Oh, okay, wait, never mind. We know both life, so we're not playing around any triggers. I do still think playing it was a mistake, though. Also, why didn't we swing this last Big Mom? I guess he was worried if Roberto gets Boa, it's easier for him to find Law in a situation where he doesn't already have Law. So we don't give him the Boa because we know we have no counter in hand. I think that's the only thing that makes sense. Holy shizai. Oh, we got through. Wow. All right. That was cinema. That was cinema. Red Rock, broken. Broken. We used 6 Dawn to out a 4 creature. GG. GG. Okay. We're shuffling up. Just shuffling up. I imagine Purple Luffy will be going first this time. Okay. We've got the Sangoro. Roberto passed on 2 Dawn. Not typically a great sign for the Doflamingo player. We're going to go ahead and grab a Sanji with this Zoro. We're going to take the 5 swing. Probably should have done that before committing the Zoro, but maybe he just didn't care if we binked a Red Rock. I would have triggered the red rock for sure. Because I'm him. Oh my god, dude, these vanilla Morias just hurt. They just hurt me. I just don't get it, man. I just don't get it. We'll see. We'll see. I'm willing to see. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and play the Sanji. I imagine we're resting the Jinbei. Yep. We're glad to fade the Luffy Taro, honestly. Are we gonna give a card? I have to imagine we're not gonna give 4 cards. I feel like this would be... Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say, I feel like that could be the one where we let it die if we're comfortable with going down to 3, but seems we elected that we are not comfortable going down to 3. I feel like I would have been pretty happy to go down to 3 there. Just protect the first swing. Especially because he has a 7k body on board already. We know a good percentage of the time. We're going to need a 2k to protect this Gecko Moira, but we'll see if it ends up mattering. It might not. Maybe it's a little too scary to go down to 3 there. I don't think so. It's kind of hard for the purple Luffy player to race you, I would say. Generally, yeah. Especially like stuff like this happens, like we would have been thrilled to have 2 extra cards in our hand right now to protect this board. If Roberto doesn't have a 2k to protect this, I'm gonna flame him. Okay, it does. Yeah, surely we take this. Yeah, okay. All's well, it ends well. Well, an 8 Dawn now. These turns kind of feel a little bit weirder. Oh my god, he's just playing double 4. No, he's not. What is happening? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He's just firing off red rocks. Holy shizai. The title of this video is definitely gonna be about red rock, for sure. For sure. Probably the thumbnail too, honestly. Okay, we finally got our Luffy Taro down. We are at 1 life, which feels not great, but if we have like another Big Mom or something, we don't really care. Not a bad spot to be in as the Pluffy player by any stretch of the imagination. This could go either way. I feel like generally the purple Luffy player, if they're able to still like find playable cards from this point, should be winning, but sometimes they just will have absolute garbage in their hand and you can kind of steal the win as Dofi. You know, them being at 1 life, they're always going to be at a huge, yeah, especially if we're able to do some Jinbei Boa shenanigans. If we're able to put like 4 or 5 bodies on board this turn, like, it's very possible. Pudding. I'm not even sure how many cards he had in hand. Maybe he just wanted to get the Gum Gum Giant out. Because I really don't think there's that many cards in his hand. There's maybe like 6, I feel like. Neither of these players seem to be fans of the dice technique. Okay, go draw a fresh new 5. We're going to swing 7 in leader skill, playing Weevil. You love to see it. Weevil is just so good. Just actually just the best fucking card, man. So good. And we got 3 cards out of that. That was really good. That was all right. We're in there. We are absolutely in there. 6 at the Weevil. We're gonna 1K with the Gecko Moria. Makes sense. We're gonna go ahead and rest 4 for the Zoro. I imagine we're looking for an Onami or a Gum Gum is another good grab. Here, I think we have to set up to kill next turn. I think is really our only avenue to win this game. I don't think we can afford to give the Dofi player 2 more turns. I mean, it's possible that the purple Luffy player could live 2 more turns, but it's gonna be hard. Wow, blocking there. Blocking there. Didn't you just play that Zoro Big Dog? Yeah. You just played that. You just played that. Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna 2K. Is this a 5 drop? Oh, not even playing the Onami. Okay, interesting. Oh, he doesn't have it. That's why. He grabbed Gum Gum Giant. He has what? How many in hand? 4? 4 or 5? Is it just 3? It's just 3. Okay, I'm gonna see how Roberto does this, and then I'll probably circle back and see what I would have done a little bit differently. Perona. Mm-hmm. Okay. Put those back. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna go ahead and swing 6. We're able to still be at 1 life. So it's actually very possible we don't have to kill here. We still have the blocker up. Only 3 cards in hand for Roberto, I believe. Super possible we could kill here. Genuinely. Like, a Sanji would be fantastic. A Usahachi, all of those sorts of things could really give us a world where maybe we can kill. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and rest 4 for the Zoro. Looking for, I imagine, another Gum Gum. That card is so crazy, by the way. I'm telling you all right now, and I've felt this way since the day it was revealed, it will be banned one day. It's gonna be a while. It's not gonna be this ban list because they so clearly want to like push the purple Luffy movement. And maybe Gum Gum Giant will get the plot armor. But that card is like Omega bannable. Actually, just breaks the math of the game. Actually just breaks the math of the game. And we're gonna play another blocker. Wow. This feels like a pretty decent position for purple Luffy, I imagine. How many cards does he have in hand? Maybe he doesn't have any. The fact that we played the Zoro and then played over the Zoro feels a little yikes. I feel like this turn probably could have been played cleaner from the purple Luffy side, to be honest. I'm guessing that this was not exactly what we should have been doing. So we're going to start with a 6. Why are we starting with a 6? Why have we decided we want to start with a 6? We want to guaranteed take a card out of his hand? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure why we're starting with a 6. I'm interested in seeing where this goes. Well, the 6 seems like it's really annoying for Giorgio, so 6 was the magic number, I'll tell you that right now. We might have done 6 because we think it's pretty unlikely he has a 2K. Like if he had Usahachi, he probably just goes for game last turn. So it can't be Usahachi. Therefore, it can only be like one of the other 2Ks. Yeah, maybe it was just a read on that. Our opponent has already used a bunch of 2Ks too. So if he can't have Usahachi in hand, it puts his number of possible 2Ks in hand like super limited. Could have been like a crazy read from Roberto. Or he just did it because he didn't want to give his opponent the free block. Hard to say which. So now we have decided that we are taking board. Interesting. So we have decided that we can live another turn. Or we have determined that it's impossible to go for game, which is also true. So now we're going to go 8. I feel like this should be at the Sanji. And he's going to block. Okay, fair enough. We're going to draw for turn. We have double blocker, 3 life, so we should never die here, basically. Especially because our Weevil drew us a card. We should actually just never die here. We'll untap with 2 characters, at least. This was a fun game to watch, actually. Okay, and we knew the last card in hand was Onami. I think. No Gum Giant. So we need 6 at... I have to imagine this is at the pudding, yeah. I could see a world where we block 2K this, honestly. I think... No, decided against it, okay. Interesting that we decided against the block 2K. I guess because we wanted to save the 6K body instead, and we didn't have another 2K in hand. So that's fair. So here we're going to go ahead and rest 7 for the Gravity Blade to get rid of the 2 blockers. Our opponent only has 2 cards in hand. So we go 6, which we know last turn they were very uncomfortable with these 6s. So they would have had to draw 1 for turn or off of the Onami. We also know one of the cards in hand is Onami. So either he gives us a 2K, he gives us a Gum, or he takes. And he's going to take. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought would happen. I think we just go 6s. I guess 6, 7, 7 actually makes the most sense. Yeah, 6, 7, 7. He has to give us the Gum on the 7. And then this should be math lethal, right? Because he has 3 cards in hand. Oh, it's not. Technically, 2K, 2K, 1K gets there. I'd be sick. I mean, surely we're going for it, right? Really considering his options. Really considering his options. I mean, I feel like we can swing 7. See what happens. I mean, we're always swinging the 7. Surely we're always swinging the 7. He did trash the Onami off of the Gum Gum, which is maybe a concerning sign that he has a 2K. The fact that he trashed the Onami in particular is a concerning sign. So I see why Roberto is a little worried about going for it. I kind of wonder exactly what he's thinking. I think we only have 1 card in hand. So I think we actually probably just... We die if he has Uzahachi for sure. And if we go for it and we miss, we die for sure. Ooh, we get there. Nice. So what were we considering? What were we considering? We only have 1 card in hand. Don't we just have to go for it? And he had the Usahachi, so it's like he's already gone through 2Ks. He's more likely to have a Usahachi than any other 2K. Like, if we don't go for it and he has the Usahachi, we lose. But if we do go for it, he needs more than just the Usahachi. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think Roberto was thinking about there. I appreciate you all for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.